Hi, this is Chris from FreeMind, and I would like to talk about a new feature from FreeMind called location-based mind mapping. It will be contained in version 1.00 of FreeMind. Currently there's a beta version to test these features. So what is the use case of location-based mind mapping? There are three use cases I describe now. First of all, I want to manage locations. A location is a point in a geographical map, in a normal street map, for example. An example is now very important to understand what I mean. Here's an example. Let's assume you have a knowledge map in which you collect certain types of knowledge. And let's assume, moreover, that there is a section about hotels. You've been to Berlin in the Adlon Hotel, and you want to describe how it was. It was very nice, but not that cheap, let's say. So now you want to associate this node with a geographical point in a map. To do this, we use certain features of this new FreeMind version. First of all, where is the map? You open the Tools menu and choose Show Map. Now you get a window which is part of FreeMind. It's not an external application. This is part of FreeMind itself with an OpenStreetMap. Very good map of the world. Some basic features are working. You can zoom with mouse, let's say, to Berlin. You can have a slider here to zoom, and keyboard itself too. You can move the map by dragging. You click, hold the mouse button and move complete map, or use the arrow keys. Most important, you can search inside of the map. Well, sure, all these features need an internet connection, the search and the map itself. Now, here's a search window in which you can enter Adlon Berlin, some keywords, and you get one hit. For this time, you get the hotel itself, and here is a red bullet showing the hit. So we go to it with a double click, choose zoom to curve the location. Oh, where is it? Here's the red bullet. We zoom a little more. Adlon Hotel Kempinski. Red. Now we want to set the location. There are three possibilities to do this. First of all, if you have an existing node here in the map, you go to Actions, Place Selected Nodes. And now you have the Adlon here and here in the map, and well, it's both maps. Another possibility, if I take another hotel where it's called Berlin, which is nearby, here it is. You can double click here and enter a new node, it's called. Third possibility, you can move by dragging the mouse. Yeah, it's called. And now here inside the map you get a tooltip with a little part of the map showing where it is. And last but not least, you can jump between both maps very quickly using show nodes on geographical map. I should do this with the other one. Here's the Adlon, and you can go back and select node in Mindmap. So you can jump between both. Okay, this was the pure management of locations. Now you can associate very easily nodes with locations in geographical maps, which could be useful to get an quick overview over the locations. But what does this have to do with mind mapping? This brings us to the next use case. This is, I want the locations to have a structure. The basic point of FreeMind itself is the structured information you see here. And I want the locations to have a structure as well. This is done with the following feature called folding. This is a normal way in FreeMind itself to hide or show structure. And this is the same here in the maps. We have an option to hide folded nodes. This option is here, view, hide folded nodes. If I uncheck this and zoom a little bit outside, I see a lot of nodes here inside. These are some restaurants I put in, and they are folded. Now I choose it again, hide folded nodes. Now they are hidden, and I can display them using fold, unfold, and fold. And so you get different collections of information. You can see only the restaurant, the hotels, only Thai restaurants, whatever. This is the way we organize structure in FreeMind. This was the second use case. And the third, we do not only want to keep these locations inside, but outside of FreeMind as well, to use them to tell about it to some friends, etc. There are some export features you can use to do it. First of all, you can send somebody a link. Let's see, papaya. Show notes on geographical map, here it is. And we choose copy location as link. Now you can send this link to a friend, and he can open it in the usual browser and see the OpenStreetMap with the point here shown here. Attention, this does not work with this does not work with the Internet Explorer. Next possibility is to insert the picture as an image, then it is part of the map itself. You can do this here, go to picture, add map picture to node. Now you see this little nice part of the map, and if you export the map as a map to HTML, for example, you see this. You can do this now, export HTML, and you have the picture. Good. Third way, you can export here this image with all the nodes you want to have with actions export. Location-based mind mapping, save, replace, double play, and you get this picture on your file system. So you can use these locations outside FreeMind as well. This is all you need to have the complete location treatment. I think I need, and perhaps you can need as well. Well, my thanks go to OpenStreetMap.org for these very beautiful maps, and to JOSM for this very beautiful viewer I used for it. So, have fun with this feature. Goodbye from Chris.